Ladies and gentlemen, Vince here. Today I'm checking out some apps that actually did reward me for my time and effort. I'm going to break down my experience with them. I hope you'll enjoy. First up, we have Playback Rewards. Now the name of the app should be pretty self-explanatory, everyone, but what Playback Rewards is an application that promises rewards for playing games. And this is what it looks like when you first launch it up. At the top of the screen, you'll find your daily streak, your piggy banks, and your gold coins. Now these two currencies have separate uses, everyone. The piggy banks are the actual currency of the game, which can be redeemed for rewards, whereas the coins can be used to open up chests or even reactivate your daily streak that you may have missed. Here's an example of what actual progression looks like. As you're playing the games through Playback Rewards, it's registering all the playtime and progression you're doing. You can see, everyone, that I have 407 piggy banks available to be redeemed, as well as 3,000 or so of the coins. Simply tapping on the claim all button has now given me all those rewards. So the balance is updated, and now we can continue on. So this is what the actual game selection area looks like. Very easy to understand. At least here in Australia, I have Rock and Cash, Legendary Game of Heroes, and Sea of Conquest. And each of these games gives a clear indication of what piggy banks and coins you'll get. Before diving in even further here though, let me just show you the cash out options. So this is the reward area, and at least here in Australia, most of the withdrawal options are around 500 of the piggy banks. And on Playback Rewards, 500 piggy banks converts into 5 USD. In almost all cases, 100 of the piggy banks converts into $1 USD. So that's how you can break down that currency. You can see you have Google Play, Virtual Visa, Amazon, Apple, Walmart, Target, PayPal, of course, with a slight increase there to $5.25 because of the PayPal fees, Venmo, and even a bank transfer. Interesting enough, the more that you actually withdraw, the more of a discount they'll give you, okay? So please keep this in mind. Although for today's video, I targeted the $5 withdrawal. Let's open up one of these piggy bank chests to use our gold coins. So at least here in Australia, 1,000 of the coins will let me open up one chest, where I can apparently win up to 10,000 of the piggy banks. Let's open it now, and what do we have? We won 4 piggy banks, ladies and gentlemen, and a new chest will be available within 7 hours and 24 minutes. So the chest system should just be looked at as like an additional way to actually generate the piggy bank, with the main bulk being through the games themselves. Speaking of which, you'll see here the Legendary Game of Heroes offer has 88 days left. That's because Playback Rewards runs on a offer wall type system, everyone, where you have to actually progress throughout the offer in order to get certain rewards. Think of it as like a multi-tiered reward system. Like right here, if I play for 15 minutes, I'll get 4 of the piggy banks and 35 gold coins. They'll even give you cashback rewards as well for if you spend money in the game. With Playback Rewards, you have to be realistic though. You have to put the time in order to get the rewards, okay? This isn't going to be like any sort of quick adventure. And at least they give you a couple of months to actually complete the offers. What makes it even better though is they have a quest area, and if you're able to go through and actually complete these quests, you'll get extra piggy banks and coins. And I'm actually surprised with the amount of quests available as well. It's pretty cool. I'll show you the tracking quickly. You will need to actually install the games, by the way, everyone. It's not included in the app, so please keep that in mind. Something I will say is that the match 3 games like these are very fun to play on these type of apps because they don't take too much effort at all. Alright, so now that's done, I can now claim that reward. There's another one that I can actually claim as well. So, is Playback Rewards actually worth the time? Well, everyone, on the screen right now, you can see the full cash out process that I went through to get my rewards on Playback Rewards. And I'm very happy to say they did pay me literally within 24 hours to my account without any issues whatsoever. The only thing to mention, in some countries, they may require mobile verification or even ID checking. But all in all, everyone, it's a very solid application to play games and get rewarded. You're more than welcome to join Playback Rewards through my referral link. Doing so will allow you to earn $3 USD when you redeem your first gift card. I'll also receive 600 piggy banks for free without affecting you. You can find that link in the description below, as well as the other links on today's video. So that's Playback Rewards. Let's move on. I did just quickly want to say, if you enjoy what I do on YouTube every single week, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You guys are absolutely incredible out there. Thank you for everything over the years. Next up, we have Gain. Now everyone, Gain has been around for quite a while, okay? And I've covered it before on the channel, but it seems they've actually released a new application, which is essentially the same platform, but with a completely new look. So I figured I'd try it out to see how it's going these days and if it's still even rewarding people. Now, this is what their application looks like. Top right corner of the screen, you have your balance. And underneath that, straight away, you can see we have various offers here, everyone. And something to keep in mind about Gain is that they have not only gaming offers, but they also have surveys as well. And just in case you don't like the surveys, they do have various offer walls. Gain actually has some very solid rates with 1,800 coins as the maximum here, which is $1.80 USD. These survey rates are very good in my opinion, at least here in Australia. Perhaps in your own country they may be different, but I'm happy with what I'm seeing here. Majority of the surveys giving over $1 everyone, or at least $1. In regards to the cash out options, we have PayPal, Litecoin, Dash, Dogecoin, Bitcoin, and Visa. Again, it could change depending on where you live, but in my country, the minimum cash out is $7.50 for PayPal, whereas Litecoin is only 50 cents, guys. And the same thing with Doge. Interesting enough, their virtual Visa card withdrawal is only $1 minimum, so that may be relevant to someone out there. Now, in regards to the offers on the home screen here, I feel like these rates are a bit low in my opinion to what we've seen across the market. So there are definitely better rates from these offers here, at least in my country. That's why in my opinion it's better to head to the offer walls themselves. You see everyone, we have a Call of Dragons offer here for 763 USD. Mafia City offer 654 USD. Rock and Cash offer 594 USD. And so on. So these are the rates you want to see. These are market average in my opinion, and pretty much what you'd expect for a get paid to platform. Again, just remember, just like the other apps we've covered on the channel before, these offers are very difficult in my opinion to get the full amount, okay? You usually have to spend your own money on most of them, but at least the rates are pretty decent. On the main application, they actually have a little button at the bottom of the screen that allows you to browse through every single available survey in your country, which is very, very helpful. We're getting various survey providers here, which gives us completely different rates across the board. So this may be worth actually just checking out on a daily basis, just to see what kind of surveys you can pick off for some, hopefully, good returns. Again, those surveys aren't for everyone. Screen outs and disqualifications always happen, no matter what platform you're on. They also do have a leaderboard function, where they give away up to $60 a day, and $600 monthly. Here are the top 3 earners at the moment, everyone, as well as the majority of the leaderboard here. It seems the top 10 users are the ones that actually get a portion of that giveaway, and the same thing applies here to the daily leaderboard, so that's really, really cool. So is gain actually still worth our time in 2025? Well everyone, I withdrew $18.56 USD, which a majority of that was from referrals from literally 2 years, and I'm very happy to say I received my reward straight away to my PayPal account, at least in my own experience everyone. So at least for me, gain is still worth it in my opinion. May not be the best earner, but it's been consistent throughout the years. Let's move on. Next up, we have Gamermine. Now, Gamermine isn't an app as such, but you just go through it through Google, and it acts like it. And this is what it looks like. Top left corner of the screen, you have your coin-based currency. And of course, just like any of the other platforms I talked about today, the whole goal is to complete tasks, surveys, or even watching videos in some circumstances to generate rewards. The cool thing about Gamermine is that it kind of acts like an RPG game, everyone. Like, you have little items that you can use to buff up your account, you can get daily rewards. Like, tapping on the little chest button at the bottom of the screen will bring up the inventory, and I actually just activated something called Sand Dice, which gives me a 5% earning bonus on offers. Before we dive into any of the offers though, let me just break down the currency system. We have Litecoin, PayPal, and Bitcoin cash outs available here in Australia. For PayPal currency, it is a minimum of 50 cents with a 25-cent fee, and they state the processing time is instant. Litecoin with the same concept here, but with a much smaller fee, and just remember that 1,000 coins converts into $1 USD. Now, checking out the offer walls, everyone, you can see here we have a huge variety of selection available, which again is exactly what you want from a get paid to platform. Checking out Torox, for instance, gives us a Call of Dragons offer for almost 600 USD, Ever Legion one 256 USD, and so on, everyone. Exact same concept as the other platforms. So while Gamermine doesn't have the highest prices, it's still hovering around the market average, at least in my own country. In regards to their survey option, I have BitLabs here. Nothing too dramatic, everyone. Realistically hovering below the market average in most cases. The home screen itself though will have its own little categories. Like, tapping the survey button will give you access to 2 different providers here that aren't BitLabs, Your Surveys and CPX Research, where you'll find that the maximum amount of gold I can earn is around $1.05, everyone. So better rates than BitLabs all in all there, which is good to know. Now, tapping on the videos button will take you to a Hideout TV portal, and generally here in Australia, Hideout TV is not the best. Right here we can get 5 gold per 3 advertisements watched though, through all these different categories. They still do have their leaderboards, by the way, but they have a daily and monthly giveaway. Monthly giveaway is giving around $17 for the top 3 users, whereas daily is around $3.50. for the top 3 users. And at the bottom of the screen, you'll notice that you can level up your account as well with like a World of Warcraft style XP bar, which again is pretty sweet. So it's actually worth it. Well everyone, I withdrew 38,000 of the coins, and I'm very happy to say within about 10 minutes, I received my PayPal withdrawal, which is excellent. So Gamermine is still coming through after all these years. So that's Gamermine everyone, just thought I'd give you a little update on it. Thank you all very much for watching. Check out my channel for almost 1,000 money making reviews, and thank you very much for Playback Rewards for sponsoring today's video. I'll catch you all next time. Stay safe out there.